Good morning, everybody, and probably afternoon actually for you. Trust everybody had a great weekend, Easter weekend, and took that time to celebrate with your family. Resurrection weekend, we had a wonderful time with our family and church online and all those kinds of good things. And it was, of course, a new season, a little unique season, and that's what this season is actually. It's pretty unique for all of us. But we're back at it again, all right? I think this is our fourth week of online training at home, and so you guys have been doing awesome and rocking. We've been having, I'm serious, about probably 20 to 30, actually most of the time upward to 30 people checking in pretty much every day, doing either the Google classes or the Zoom classes. And so keep up the good work. We're gonna have an awesome time this week as well, all right? Pretty unique thing that's happening this week, and that is that we're going to be picking up and actually doing technique this week, all right? Back to jiu-jitsu again, Brazilian jiu-jitsu on the ground. And the cool thing about this week is that we've had Professor Jaster and Miss Lisa Jaster and their family, Zach and Tori, their kids, they took time to actually show some technique this week. And here's why, because this is a great opportunity to be able to show you how parents can be able to train together at home, all right? Striking drills, yeah, we can do that all the time at home. It was cool watching Professor Jaster work with Zach and Tori too. He had the couch pillows as pads, and so that was a pretty unique way of actually working some of the striking drills and stuff. And so, but striking drills can pretty much be done on solo as well, all right? A lot of it can be done solo, and the combinations, techniques, we'll be picking those back up as we move forward. We'll be showing some combinations as we go, and I know Zarek has been doing some of the combinations in his MMA class with you guys, and that's pretty cool too. I appreciate Zarek coming out here and showing the technique and working with everybody and sharing his experience, and that's going to make him a better martial artist as well. When you start teaching, it just puts a demand on you, it takes you up to another level, so that's a pretty cool thing. And so we're excited about that, excited to get back on the mats because he's actually moving into one of our coaching positions, and so you'll be seeing a little bit more of him, actually a lot more of him, especially with our kids. And so, as we keep moving forward this week, Professor Jaster and Miss Lisa and Zach and Tori are showing you some techniques, and the reason is because I wanted them to demonstrate to you that you can work together with your kids in a safe way. It's not like judo. They're not going to be throwing you. They're not going to be kicking and punching you. They're just going to be working some techniques on you, all right? And if you, of course, want them to, all right, and are willing to do that. We have some other things, some other tools that we're going to show you how to be able to use for the students to be able to practice the techniques that Zach and Tori are showing this week, because these techniques don't require actually the gi to be able to choke or do things of that nature with. And you can actually do and practice these techniques on your own. I'll show you in just a moment how to make that happen. But it would be an awesome thing if the parents or brothers and sisters can work together, of course, with parental supervision. We don't want you guys rolling. We don't want you guys doing live drill, live sparring or anything like that. We want you to be able to practice and drill these techniques in a safe way, all right? It's really important, and I'm going to reiterate this to you, and we talk about this all the time at the academy with the kids, and that is that you need to make sure when you feel uncomfortable at all, and if you're mom and dad wanting to try to venture into these unfamiliar territories, I want you to really take your time, and when you feel uncomfortable, tap. Really important, right? Because it's not something that you're like, oh, I can defend this. No, it doesn't take much. And so we want to make sure as soon as you feel uncomfortable, just tap. And tap, then. Don't tap yourself, don't tap the mat. It's just a 1, 2, 3. Parents, you hear me say that all the time. Really important. Tap early, tap often. I'll tap to a little 9-year-old girl in a pinky if she's doing the technique on me right. I'm going to tap and say, good job, all right? So really important that we make sure that you do that, okay? We're going to have a great week. And then also, if you are interested after this week as a parent wanting to start working with your child at home, we're going to be doing some really cool things if we get enough interest back. One thing I was taught, I don't do much outside of what people don't demand to have done because of the fact, if there's no demand for it, there's no reason in doing it. So we want to make sure that you guys are really interested in making that happen. So if you are interested in being involved with your kids, training at home during this little season, it'd be a great opportunity. We're going to make a special offer for you. It's going to be very, very affordable to you. If not, I'm trying to make it to where it doesn't cost anything, but that's, that could be outside of my means to be able to do. But I do want to make that happen. Anyway, get ready to train. We're going to have a great day today. All right, so look, here we go. We got this here, and I want you to take some time to get this, okay? 2 pillows. I know some of you guys are saying, I know I can't get a broom and all that kind of good stuff, and that's fine. Pretty much everybody has a pillow, okay? And if not, at least 1 pillow, then 2, all right? It would be better to have 2 pillows today for what we're fixing to do. If you have a bigger pillow and a shorter pillow, that would be awesome, okay? All we're gonna do is grab a gi, okay? This is Josiah's gi because Josiah is doing some other stuff right now, all right? And that's okay because I really don't need him right now anyway, because the Jasters are gonna be showing you the technique. I'm gonna show you how to do it on a pillow though, okay? So, what you do is you take your gi, if you can't get mom and dad to help you out, or don't have a brother or sister to help you out, or for whatever reason you just don't have a partner, we're gonna take this here, I'm gonna lay the gi inside here. And trust me, it's okay. If I didn't know what was going on, I wouldn't want my kid choking me out either sometimes, all right? A little bit like, what's going on here? So I understand, but hey, for those of you who are like, man, I'm just bored, I want something else to do, and I don't mind if my child chokes me out, that'd be awesome for you to be able to get involved with them, okay? I take the bigger pillow, and I put it up on top, just so that way, kind of has a head sticking out the top, right? That's important that I have that to be able to work with for today, okay? And if you want to get really creative, you could take like a couple of shirts and stuff like that and actually stick them inside and stuff them inside the arms. So the arms are a little stiff as well, all right? You necessarily don't have to do that this time around. I can show you how to do that maybe with what's going to be happening on Wednesday. As a matter of fact, I probably will. I'll probably show you how to make that happen. So you kind of make your own grappling dummy here, okay? Once we get this done, then we take the belt, we just basically tie it just like we would tie a belt, all right? Right in front here, right around the waist, wrap it around, bring it in the front, and make it super tight. You can tie a kid's belt like this. Put it on the stomach, actually you don't have to, but don't do that please. So we come over here, bring this over the top here, and again, making it tight, so that way it doesn't move too much. Bring it on the front, and voila, grappling dummy 101, okay? And like I said, Wednesday I'll come in and I'll show you how to put some stuff in here to make the arms not so much to where it doesn't so loose. All right, cool. So we're going to come back to this a little bit later. All right, here we go. We're going to be doing some warm-ups, all right? Pretty quick on the warm-up so we can jump right into the technique and make things happen and stretching and things of that nature. We're going to go through, some of our 7 basic motions that pretty much everybody should be doing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Judo, especially just any groundwork that you do, all right? First one's hip escape. So what we're going to do is down on the back, we're going to be doing our hip escape stationary. We'll be doing 50 of those and then move it into the bridges. Let's get rolling. So down, ready, and let's go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you bring that elbow in. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. Elbows together. 5. Hips up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Keep the hands in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. Good job. Now what we're going to do are bridges, okay? Remember again, on the bridges we pick the hips up, over, and touch. Ready, and 1, 2. Keep those hips up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3. Keep your head up off the mat. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1. The hands in, 3, 4, hips up, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 50. All right, very good. Now just sit up just like this here. We'll be doing technical stand-ups. We'll be doing 20 of those, okay? So bring this leg in, his hands up here. You're gonna come up, kick a little bit, foot comes up, keep your posture up. That's one on one side. When I come down again, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the other side. So I put my right hand down, and I take my right leg and sit in. Then I do a technical stand-up. Come up, kick a little bit, bring my leg behind me, keep my posture up and up. Put my left hand down, sit in, let me come up, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Very good. Now we're standing up. Move my mats back a little bit. Moved on me just a tad. All right, what we're going to do now, we're doing overhead rolls and then back rolls. When we do our overhead roll, we need to make sure we tuck the chin and we get the chin out of the head out of the way. I'm not doing an on your head roll. I want to do an overhead roll. So I go over my head, I land right in between my shoulder blades, and I go straight over, and then I come straight back up again, okay? When I do that overhead roll, I also want to make sure that I land in a tripod position. So here, I go straight over, land in a tripod position, and come straight up. Both hands come down. Make sure that when I do this, I'm not going super hard, super fast, okay? Take your time. If you have trouble doing this, again, then don't really try to go fast, all right? Just take your time. If you don't have a spot where you can do it, that's important that you have a good spot where you can do it as well, okay? Don't want you doing this on your hard garage floor. Don't want you doing this on any concrete. Don't want you doing it on a wood floor, tile floor. Not right now, not without supervision, really important, okay? Make sure that if you're outside, it'll work, but look where you're at, look around, make sure there's no rocks, make sure there's no like wood, make sure there's no, nothing sticking up out of the ground. Don't be rolling in cactus. It's not a good idea, all right? If you want to, you can grab a couple of pieces of blankets, put them on the ground, that kind of thing, or go do it on carpet. That's fine too, okay? Take your time. We're not doing hard, like boom, or jumping and diving and all that kind of good stuff, okay? Just pick a good spot to make this happen. Remember that when I put my hands down, I need to make sure that my hands go first and my head goes all the way in. So I'm here, and I want to make sure my head goes in, and I'm going to try to take my head and put it right between my heels, which causes me to land right on the middle of my back, all right? And I go through and come up. And I land in a tripod position. And again, like I said, once you learn how to do this right, you should be able to do it anywhere. You should be able to do it on concrete, outside, whatever, okay? And be okay, all right? Because that's, again, If you get in self-defense situation, you pushed, or somebody pulls you, or you lose your balance, you want to be able to roll out with no problems, okay? So when we go over, make sure your head gets all the way out of the way. Looks like this again. I'm going to go straight over, hands here, and then I'm going to push myself over. You land, come straight up, okay? Then when I go back and do my back roll, two ways we can do that. The way we're going to focus on today is just getting our head out of the way, all right? Rather than rolling and pushing up and springing straight up. A lot of people will do that as well. But it's a little bit better to be able to take time and get your head out of the way, all right? So when I come here and I do a back roll, I want to make sure that my head goes one way. I'm going to actually go this way and roll over this shoulder. So when I come back, bring my feet over, get my head out of the way, roll over this shoulder. It's like when we do our stretch, where we bring our feet behind us and do our back roll. I come up here and roll, and there we go. We come up in the tripod position. So let's look at it this way. We'll do the same thing. I'm going to take my ear, touch it to my shoulder, back shoulder roll. Roll over that open shoulder. I'll go this way now, same shoulder, but I should be looking at you now. So when I come here, I come back here. Notice my head stays here. So you'll see my head and not just my shoulder. You're going to come here, and I come over, rolling over the shoulder. Now I'm going to go backwards so you can see it. Same situation. Notice when I come back, I don't let my head hit the mat, all right? I come here, and look, my head gets out of the way. So it's only my shoulder here. So when I roll, I come up, okay? So now, we're gonna go forward and then backwards. We're just doing 10 of those. And we're not going fast. We don't have to go fast, all right? Take your time, get your head out of the way. Make sure you practice this properly. Do not land on your head, all right? Really important, okay? One thing I want to remind you guys, these videos right now, that we're doing right now, are not just for anybody, okay? These are exclusively for you. That means that you have trained before, okay? And that means that you know pretty much how to do these things, okay? If you have questions about it, and you're not positive about how to do it, then take your time and just try to do it slow, or just don't do it at all, all right? Really important that you can skip this section if you're uncomfortable with doing this at the house. You guys understand that? Really important that you take care of yourself, all right? Do not land on your head. Do not do this on the ground without any padding. Really important. We don't land on top of our head. We're not going fast, all right? Mom and dads, make sure you're watching this. Make sure that they are taking their time and doing this correctly, okay? Here we go. I'm going to go forward, and we're going to go backwards. So I'm going to go sideways so you can see. I'm going to go down. Ready, and 1, and then we're going to go back. 2. I'm going to go forward. 3. I'm going to go back. 4. I'm going to go forward. And then back. 5. 6. Then we're going to go forward. Back. 8. Forward. And back. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Very nice. Good. Okay. Now we're going to do our shoulder roll. Okay. Shoulder roll is really important that we roll over the shoulder. Okay. Not over the head this time. I'm not landing in the middle of my back. I'm landing over my shoulder. The way I'm going to do that here is I take my leg out, put my hand down, and this hand is going to drop through just like this, and I roll over my shoulder. So I'm here, push over, and then I land just like this with my break fall, okay? I could roll all the way out and come up. It would look like this if I rolled all the way out. And I come up. But today, we're just gonna work doing the break fall. So we're combining another essential element. We've done our hip escape. We've done our bridges. We've done the technical stand-up, working our rolls, roll-outs, okay? And now our break falls. But we're gonna combine our break falls and rolls just for the sake of time today, okay? So I'm gonna do a shoulder roll, but it's gonna be a break fall. So if I did a side break fall, right? All right, Yoko Ukemi, where I'm here, and I come across like we did last week. I come here, and I land, all right? And when I land like this, now I'm gonna imagine myself coming over and landing like this. And I do that without letting my foot slam on the mat. My foot's up, okay? So when I come over, how do we make that happen when I come over? If I come over and land like this, well, let's look at it. That was backwards. I hit the rewind button. Now I'm going to come here. I'm going to go over and land, just like that there, okay? So we're going to do a shoulder roll break fall. We're going to come up, and we're going to do the other side. Now, I put my right hand down, my left knee's up, my right knee's down, my left hand goes inside, I tuck my chin, roll over my shoulder. Same situation. I don't land on my head for an overhead roll, I go over my head. This is over the shoulder. So I go over, just like this, take my arm through, makes it back like I'm holding a ball, and I go through and land on this side here. Then I'm going to come up, put my hand, technical stand up to my knee, then we go over the other way. Just like this here, I come up, technical stand up, get on my left knee, and go over. Come up, technical stand up, get on my right knee, and left shoulder roll. There we go, up, technical stand up, 4 more, put on your knee, right shoulder roll. Up, technical stand up, get on your knee. Now you're on your right knee, left shoulder roll. Good, up, technical stand up, get on your knee. Now right shoulder roll, 2 more. Gonna get up, technical stand up, on your right knee, left shoulder roll. Good job. And technical stand up all the way. Whew. Nice work, everybody. All right, very good. So now here's what we're going to be doing next, okay? Wrapping it up. You guys ready to bring it home? All right, that means we're going to actually be doing some hard work now, okay? Actually, we've been doing hard work before. We're going to actually do 2 more drills because we've done hip escapes, we've done our bridges, we've done our technical stand-up, we've done our rolls, we've done our break falls. Now we're going to do shots, all right? Like we did 3 weeks ago. And then we're going to do sprawls, okay? Wrap everything up, and then we'll do a little bit of ab work and stretch. Let's get rocking, okay? So remember on your shooting, that you change your level. You got to come here. You cannot shoot from way up here, all right? We change our level, bring this knee down, drive forward, leg up, then we come and then we can stand from there. Hands come out as well. Same thing here. From here, I change my level, front knee comes down, hands up and pull, all right? Change our level with the left leg and shoot in and through, all right? So we're just gonna go back and forth this way. I am anyway. You can go any way you wanna go. We're gonna go and we're gonna do 20 of these, all right? One side, then the other. Here we go. Change the level. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, make sure you bring that back leg through posture, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 20. Awesome, good. So here we go. Last thing, sprawls. Make sure when you sprawl, Your feet need to kick out from behind you. Hips need to hit the mat. Posture needs to stay up, okay? Same situation. We're gonna do 20 of the sprawls where my feet kicks out, pop back up again. Here we go, hands up. Make sure I got room behind me. Maybe go to the side here. My level's low, because remember, somebody's coming underneath. I want a forklift, hands under, just like this here. Try to push away, put the hands on the mat, then my feet kick out, hip down, legs out, posture up, live toes. Now, I want to try to maybe go live toes as much as possible, but to get my legs away, sometimes I will point my toes, put the top of my feet down, just to make sure that I get all the way back. But when I come back up to recover, I don't want to stay here at all. I either need to take the back or I need to pop back up. I'm going to have to go live toes, and then I'm going to frog up and back up again. All right? Let me go to the other side. So 20. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Awesome, good work. Rock it. All right, here we go now. On our backs. And crunches. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Good job. And coming over. Push-up position. Ready, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good over. And ankle touches. Here we go in. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Good. Keep those shoulders off the mat. Make sure you twirling yourself all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Touch the heel of the palm to the ankle. And 50. Good. And push-up position. Here we go. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Got to work the Portuguese too. All right, very good. Both legs out front. That's all we're going to be doing today, because I want you guys getting to your drilling. Let's go grab those legs, feet, all the way. Remember, always set your goals, and then don't give up on those. When we do our drills like this here and stretching like this, allows you to really isolate the areas that you're really focusing on working. You'll feel each of the muscle groups. Bring that right leg in. Like, oh, this really hurts. All right? Stretching, of course, is uncomfortable. When you isolate things, it causes focus to come on them. All of a sudden, it can't hide anymore in the mix. So isolation, a lot of times, is really good because it allows you to focus on the things that need to be, of course, looked at. Switch to the other side. You can reflect on what it is that you are trying to accomplish. All right, right here, what is my goal in this stretch? Right here, what is it that I'm really feeling? You should feel it in your hamstring and inside your hip, your glute. Bring both feet together.
And then allows you to refocus, all right? Focusing on what it is that you're trying to accomplish, all right? And then you refine. You get to refine that stretch, refine what it is that you're doing, making it better, which allows you then to become out and restart again, restart new, with a better perspective, better foundation. Starting to go to the next level. We talk about it all the time. Bring that right leg behind you. Talk about the fact that we want to make sure that we try to achieve excellence, right? Being devoted to excellence. Making sure that we're always pursuing that. It's a journey. We try to become the best that we can. Stretch that leg all the way out. Toes down. And we try to become the best we can so that way we can then become better, right? It's not like, all right, I've achieved the best. I'm the best one-stripe white belt there ever was to walk the face of the earth. Been a one-stripe white belt for 40 years. Switch the other side. No, man, you get to that excellence and that level, and that's when the professor comes and says, hey, it's time for you to get another stripe. And then that, at that point in time, tells you that, hey, I'm actually starting over at another level. That means I'm starting kind of at the bottom of this level in order to get to the top. So that way I can get to the next level. Stretch that leg all the way out behind you. And hips down. Make sure that leg stays straight in front of you like this here. Straight across like a 90-degree angle. All right, your hips down, these toes are pointed to the mat. Right? Posture's up. Cross in front here. Also, Wednesday we're going to be adding some of these drills. Hit these 7 drills. I'm not going to take time to explain them like we did today. I'm going to go through, just use it as a warm-up. Just remind everybody about being safe, all right? Really important that you're safe at home and how you drill and how you train. And then we're going to add some other drills using our pillow, all right? It's going to be active drills. Switch to the other side that are great for jiu-jitsu, about how to move, the movement that you do on the mat, all that kind of good stuff, about changing your base, switching base, going from one side to the other, when somebody's hip escaping away from you, how you can go and maintain going around the head to the back, all that kind of good stuff. Guard passing drills, all those things, all right? Really important. They're solo drills, again, that you can do on your own at home. You actually, if you got a pillow, got a bag, you got anything that you can put down on the ground just to get around, you can actually do these things, all right? Open the legs up. And the person that does those things, they're going to be the ones that actually do better and excel because they're actually putting in the work on their own and they're working really hard to be able to accomplish their goals and to be able to refine their technique. They're working in isolation so that way they can have a public celebration later on when they are accomplishing their goals. To the left side. And over to the right side. Nice. Let's cross that leg up. Reach through. Cross that foot all the way over. Grab both shins and pull. Put your hands together. Switch to the other side. Man, what a beautiful day out today. I was actually thinking about doing class outside, but didn't have time to set it up. Switch to the other side. But Friday's still as gorgeous as it is today. Definitely going to be outside for that. Probably Zoom classes, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Probably do those outside too. Drop down. It was cool seeing Zary do his class out back, even though he's afraid of snakes. Can you believe he's afraid of snakes? Snake in the grass. Well, he might not be afraid of snakes. He might be afraid of just getting bit by snakes. Eric, are you afraid of snakes? You can let everybody know. Just comment. I'll let them know what your response was. Or you could just tell them in your next MMA class. Switch the other side. Say, hill country, man. You never know what's going to be outside. But it is fun. And hopefully you guys have been enjoying these classes and our wrestling classes. Again, all these classes are available to you guys, all right? Bring these in, hold tight, grab both arms, stretch it back, get your head flat on the mat. And like I said, we sent out an email this weekend, last chance to be able to get credit for our first 2 weeks of classes. Those classes are fixing to come down off of our Google page, all right? So that's important. You guys, if you haven't done those classes yet, you would like credit for those for your time and grade promotion, make sure you do those, please. And that includes everybody, if you've never done wrestling or you've never done MMA, those links are there for you in that email. You can try them out, work on some of the basic stuff that we're doing. Come over, stretch it up. And again, the way we structure our classes for our Google Online is they are structured like an actual class, all right? It is a full hour going through to ensure that you're doing the things properly, all right? And so yes, it's a full hour, and yeah, it's not just showing you a couple of drills that you can go try to do on your own and saying that's a class. That's not what that is, all right? Anybody can go on YouTube and find a drill, but to break down how the movement happens and the fundamentals and the basics of the movement, really important. And when you're looking at those things, come on in, you know, and some of the things that we're doing, and if you're not familiar with like all the fundamentals of it, it's not recognizable. You're not able to see, hey, this is a particular move. But what we're doing is we're going over and breaking that move, left hand out, right hand in, we're breaking that move all the way down and showing different fundamental components of it that will help you to be able to make the move better. And drills that you can do, the way the drills are done are a little bit different. Switch the other side as far as like it being the move itself, but that drill is actually going to help you to be able to do the motion. Coming up, it's like a hip escape. A hip escape can be different in a lot of different ways as far as application-wise, but a hip escape is a hip escape. There's only one way to do a hip escape, and that is pick your hip up off the mat and move it to the side. There's a lot of different applications to it, and so like a hip escape with a step under is a hip escape with a step under, and if you don't understand the fundamental foundation of the hip escape, you might be able to get that move of the hip escape step under, switch to the other side, in a particular instance, like trying to come back away from side control, whatever the case might be, clearing out. And you might get that move, but you don't understand how it's connected to the hip escape. So that way you don't understand how important the hip escape is to do and drill all the time, because it ties into several different moves. Switch to the other side. So like in wrestling, there's a move called the Granby, and what that does, so like you roll over your shoulder, but that over the shoulder roll, not like a shoulder roll, but an over the shoulder roll, it's a lot different, is applied in a lot of different scenarios inside your grappling, right? Yeah, it's applied in that particular move, and it doesn't look kind of anything like it, how it works. Rotate your head as far as what you're drilling when you drill that over the shoulder roll, but that over the shoulder roll is applicable in that particular move. It's applicable when you do side roll out of the bottom position the other way. It's applicable like in a Berimbolo. It's applicable in a lot of different moves. Look up. So that's why we drill that. We go through the fundamentals of how that works. Look down. And that's why those classes, these classes that we're doing right now, are so important for you. Look to the left to be able to do, because man, they're going through and giving you a lot of great information to the right of the fundamentals and things that you can drill a lot on your own. Put your ear down your shoulder, that are going to make you so much better, all right? And that's why these classes are important. That's why I don't give credit unless you do these classes, unless you go through and you show me on the Google form that you actually submitted and you put your comment in, you put your name. That's when I say, okay, you did the class, you get credit for the class. Like I said before, man, drilling, working out, lifting weights, running, hitting the bags, that stuff's important. Don't get me wrong, it's very, very important. But if that's all you've done over the few weeks that we've been out, and if it ends up being almost 2 months that we're off the mat, when we get back in May, and that's all you've done, you're gonna know right away those people that have done what the drills and those that haven't, all right? And you, of course, cardio is all gonna be the same. Everybody's gonna be strong and fast and running. And of course, those that haven't done anything, oh, I feel so bad. But if you've done at least running and cardio and strength and weights and all that stuff, that's gonna be good. You're gonna be in shape, but you're gonna be off on your timing, your drills are gonna be off, your technique's gonna be off. But if you've at least drilled all this stuff, you're gonna be at another level. And that's what's important, all right? Maybe not on like combinations and actually application, but man, the drills are gonna be there, the fundamentals and the foundations are gonna be there. This is stuff that you should be doing all the time anyway. So these are classes we expect you to be able to take, all right? So look here. Grab your pillow. And I'm just gonna show you one aspect of what's happening here, okay? So, Tori is going to be working with her dad. She's going to be showing you Mate Leão from the back, all right? And I'm going to just show you really quick. I'm not going to go through all the details of how it's explained because I want to save that for Tori and Professor Jaster. But if we have the back, okay, and I have the back with somebody, I have my feet not crossed, really important, okay? I don't even want to really try to hook my legs inside their legs because, again, I can get caught in that. I'll do that sometimes, like a leg lace, to be able to hold that. But most of the time, I've got my feet, and I'm squeezing my feet together right over their hips to control their hips. Their arms are out to the side. Like I said, usually, I'll show you how that works with the arms and stuff like that. But for right now, we're right here, just like this, okay? And most of the time, their head, I want to be trying to keep their head right next to my head, my chest in the middle of their back, okay? With this pillow now, what's cool about this pillow here is that I'm able to be able to hold this position like this here, and then I'm able to come around, and the way the pillow's sticking out the head, I can come around and I can actually do my Mate Leão, all right? I can also do my lapel chokes here, and I can work coming inside here, all this kind of good stuff. So it's a good way for you. It's kind of like I said, it's like having your own grappling dummy, just working those two pillows. Remember how we talked about how to put these two pillows together? Put one pillow in the back right here, and then one where the head comes out, okay? So I'm just going to come up a little closer to the camera, and then we'll turn everything over to Professor Jaster and Tori. And so again, see how the belt is tied around the waist? It's tied super tight, kind of like this. There's two pillows right here. Got the booty pillow. We got the legs sticking out here. And then we have this here. We have this pillow. See how this pillow right here is kind of in the back? That's his shoulders. And then we have this pillow sticking out where it comes above the head. So if you got a bigger pillow, like a standard or a king size, or a body pillow, that'd be awesome too. And then you can just wrap it up. Like I said, Wednesday we'll talk about how to make these sleeves a little bit better. So I'm going to take this guy right here, and I'm going to set him right on top of Josiah's drums. Right? His drums are down here, just in case you can't see. That way it's going to look like I have his back, right? All right. So I have the backpack. You're going to hear Professor Jaster talking about that when Zach and Tori are on the screen. And then, let's say I came out here and I have the seatbelt on this side over here. You're going to hear Professor Jaster talk about this position as well, all right? And then you're going to see Tori come out with Zach. She's going to come around and come over here, and then choke, 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 tap, 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 tap. All right? And that's the way that's going to work. They're going to talk about the details of the Mate Leão, all right? The next person you're going to see, of course, is Zach and Tori. You're going to hear Professor Jaster talking about all this stuff here, and then I'll be back.
Good afternoon, Inochi MMA fans. This is Professor Alan Jaster with Zach Jaster and Tori Jaster. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Today we're going to be working on a variation of the rear naked choke that parents played by Zach, can do with their kids, played by Tori. So we're going to go ahead and move right into this choke sequence. The first thing Tori's going to do is establish what's called the seatbelt position. The seatbelt position is a control position that happens when one kid takes another kid's back. One of the variations that doesn't work on this is if you grab both arms around the neck. That doesn't really work because Zach could spin, get out from underneath. And another variation that doesn't work as well is both hands under the armpit. This is a good control position, but it would not be effective because there's not a ton of submissions from right here. So we do one called the seatbelt. So Tori, go ahead and hit your seatbelt. What would normally happen here if Tori squeezed a little bit is Zach would grab the danger arm, and the danger arm is the arm that's going around his neck. So a little clever trick that Tori can do is she can move her seatbelt way over and squeeze a little bit. And when she squeezes, Zach feels threatened and he's going to inadvertently grab the wrong arm. You see how he's grabbing the arm that's underneath his armpit? That's not the danger arm, but that's the arm that we've talked him into grabbing. As soon as he grabs, Tori's going to let go, slice across his neck, and she can create a little pressure by hiding her hand around her own head and neck, and she can squeeze from there and potentially get the tap. If Zach's really tough, as soon as she squeezes right there, he's going to let go of the other arm. Now, one variation right here that we don't want to do is, Tori, just do, yep. So a lot of times, beginners do their rear naked choke like this. That's a problem because you can inadvertently put yourself in a position where you could get arm barred. So what Tori's going to do is when Zach grabs the danger arm, she's going to hide her choking arm, come through. She's going to drive deep around the corner with both hands. You can see Zach's face is already getting red. Go ahead and give a tiny little squeeze, Tori. And there's the tap. Okay, so one more time in real speed. Tori, get your seatbelt. Hide your hands. Boom, Zach grabs the wrong hand. You slice across. It's already tight. Come in. And there's the finish.
That was a really cool variation. There's a lot of cool details in there. Now listen, you can go back and rewind it as many times as you want, but here's the thing. I can actually edit it and I can actually put them in again after this. All right, pay attention to all the little details. There's a lot of really nice little setups in there, things that were different than what we normally do. So there's some, as far as the basics and fundamentals, so a lot of really cool tips in there. So one more time, here they are.
So Tori, go ahead and hit your seatbelt. What would normally happen here if Tori squeezed a little bit is Zach would grab the danger arm, and the danger arm is the arm that's going around his neck. So a little clever trick that Tori can do is she can move her seatbelt way over and squeeze a little bit. And when she squeezes, Zach feels threatened and he's going to inadvertently grab the wrong arm. You see how he's grabbing the arm that's underneath his armpit? That's not the danger arm, but that's the arm that we've talked him into grabbing. As soon as he grabs, Tori's going to let go, slice across his neck, and she can create a little pressure by hiding her hand around her own head and neck, and she can squeeze from there and potentially get the tap. If Zach's really tough, as soon as she squeezes right there, he's going to let go of the other arm. Now, one variation right here that we don't want to do is, Tori, just do, yep. So a lot of times, beginners do their rear naked choke like this. That's a problem because you can inadvertently put yourself in a position where you could get arm barred. So what Tori's going to do is when Zach grabs the danger arm, she's going to hide her choking arm, come through. She's going to drive deep around the corner with both hands. You can see Zach's face is already getting red. Go ahead and give a tiny little squeeze, Tori. And there's the tap. Okay, so one more time in real speed. Tori, get your seatbelt. Hide your hands. Boom, Zach grabs the wrong hand. You slice across. It's already tight. Come in. And there's the finish.
Man, did you see Zach's face? Tori was really putting that choke on. It was really nice. It was good. Really tight choke. A lot of good little details in there. Hey, take a few moments, drill that with your pillow, drill it with your partner, drill it with your parents, whoever you got to work with, and then make sure that you guys really focus on those details, doing them correctly, and then we'll be right back. All right, back here with my partner right here, my pillow partner, and here's the deal. Wednesday, you're going to see Professor Jaster and Zach coming out. They're going to be talking about an arm bar and how to be able to finish the arm bar. I will have life to these arms here, just in case you're not able to find a partner, all right? You can make your own partner. And again, mom and dads, listen, we want to encourage you if you want to, and it's something that you're comfortable with. And it would be a great opportunity for you to train with your kids, okay? A brother or sister, somebody who doesn't do jiu-jitsu normally, just be a training partner for them. And it'd be fun too. You get to be able to see and learn a little bit. And you don't have the pressure of being on the mats, all right? There's nobody else around. You're in your own home. It's a great opportunity for you to be able to start this journey possibly. And if you're interested in being a part of that, then let us know, all right? Because what we will do is we're trying, like I said, I'm trying to do something that it's going to be affordable for you. And I've looked at the cost. I was hoping I could swing it myself and cover it and just be a blessing to you guys. I'm not sure if I can or not. We'll see what happens, okay? But if I'm not able to, then at least it's going to be a very affordable option for you just to be able to get some of what you need to be able to start working with your kids at home during the season and possibly even jump on the mats with us after we get back rolling again at the academy, okay? This thing's going to be passing. Hopefully you guys had a great class today. Don't forget, we'll see you Wednesday. Actually, we'll see you tomorrow for Zoom. Our wrestling classes are going to be coming out tomorrow as well. Make sure you guys train, keep working. And then Wednesday we'll be back again with Professor Jaster. And again, we appreciate Professor Jaster, Miss Lisa, and Zach and Tori being able to come out and be able to work with us, man, and showing us and helping us out, carry this load, and showing you how to be able to train with your kids too. And Zarek, of course, coming out, helping out with the MMA portion of things. And I am so looking forward to getting back on the mat. But I know this, that we've grown closer together, grown up together during the season, and advanced together, and that's awesome, all right? And so even though it's weird how we're isolated and we're separated, but I feel that we've grown closer during this time, and so it's been a really good opportunity to be able to, again, talk about how to move forward. So looking forward to seeing you back on the mats. Don't forget, live life on purpose and never quit. Say bye. Bye.